some of y'all be going through life like this. Pretending like everything is okay, charging $5 for coffee here, eating out at McDonald's there. All of this stuff adds up. And without a budget by the end of the month, you're running out of money and charging it to credit cards, paying the minimum balance just to do the same thing over again next month. In this video, we're going to go over how I use Google Sheets to budget, as well as how you can do the same thing. I'm Afro Senpai, and I'm interested in all things related to the average person like you and me building their wealth. Let's go. So we're looking at the budget. The month of May just started, so I've already got some purchases already logged in here. This is my BECU account. $32.50 from my check gets sent to my key bank account, and then everything that's left over gets sent to BECU. I need $28.55 to cover all the bills that I have in the given month, with a special note that there are bills that I pay annually or semi-annually, and that goes into my Ally Life account. I've said in previous videos that I have multiple accounts through Ally, funding different pockets for the things that I do with bills. So you can see here I have an account for the kids, I have an account for emergencies, I have an account for travel. And so how I calculate this is every month I'll list out the annual bills that I would have to pay, and that cost goes down here, and there's a running total of how much I should have in the account for the next month. And so I was sending myself $675, but one of my numbers was coming up negative over here, so I realized that I had to up it to $690. So as I go throughout the month, I'm checking with my BECU account and seeing charges when they get cleared, and by the end of the month, if there's some money left over, that goes into my cash flow area, and then I can use this to either treat the family or I can eliminate some extra debt. What I typically show here is how much money that gets deposited each month, and then that's a better representation of what my cash flow will be. Down here, and I have a bank account with One United Bank because it's a Black-owned bank and I wanted to support my people. And with this particular bank, to avoid a checking fee, you have to use the card at least 10 times. So what I'll do is I'll send money to myself, and then our grocery money will come out of here. So I've only done about $120 in groceries for the month, and this lets me know I have $280 remaining. Another thing that I've done for conditional programming is once this gets low, this number will turn red. So let's say I'm at 355. And that lets me know I should either stop using the card or not make big purchases with it. At the beginning of the video, I said that $32.50 gets sent to my key bank account, but I only need $2,200 to cover all the bills that come through key bank. And so again, any difference that's left over here gets reported to my cash flow. Now, what I've done for you guys is made a blank budget. So what you want to do up here is, if you are so inclined to use my stuff, you're going to click the link in the description, and then you're going to go to File, and then you're going to make your own copy, because it should be programmed that everyone has viewer access but not editable access. But once you make your own copy, you'll be able to put in your own numbers. So here, let's say you have an income of $2,500 and your spouse, or you have a side hustle that also brings in, let's say, $1,700. So now your working capital is $42. So what I've automatically done here is put in a pay yourself first. As wealth builders, if you're not keeping track of who's paying what or where your money is going, at the end of the month, you realize that you have no money for your emergency funds, or you have no money for investments. So right off the bat, we're taking 10% and putting it into either an investment account or a savings account. And then the orange right here is the annual expenses. So your Costco memberships, your special dates, property tax, things of that nature. How you figure out that number is going to be based off of everything that goes over here. So let's say you have Costco membership comes out, and that's 110. Once you start to populate numbers in the row of how much money you need for this month, this will start to go negative because you're not starting with any initial amount. So put in all of your numbers first. Let's say you have blah 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 and it's going to be 500. Let's say you have cat bill, and where you put them doesn't matter. You have your vet bill, and you know that's gonna be 350. Put in all your information, and now we need to start to figure out how much money do we need to start with this account before we can start to allocate money over here. Instructions are right here, and adjust this number until everything is green. So let's say I have 250. 250 is not enough to start, but let's say I start with 350. Okay, so I would need 350 and a designated emergency fund account to maintain all annual bills. Each month we're going to send $80 to this emergency fund, and the first month, and whatever month you're starting in, let's say Costco, you'd have 350 plus 80. Everything else is straightforward. So if you have mortgage or rent, you're gonna put that in here. Maybe it's $1,000. These are all your monthly expenses. Let's actually put that in. Monthly bills. And you have 500 for groceries. Keep putting in all of the information you have. All your bills go here. All of the price points go here. And then at the end, you're going to know how much money you have going to your bills and if you have any free cash flow. Now, if this turns negative, so let's say we have gas, and let's say it happens to be $3,000, okay? We are $800 in the hole each month, and then that's when we start to put things on our credit card, and we keep falling into this slippery slope of being paycheck to paycheck. You want this in the green. So that means you have to look at these other bills based off of your bank account. So you have to do some research in your bank account and figure out, where is my money actually going? Chances are it's going to be a lot of Starbucks, a lot of different coffee shops that you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm spending this much. You got to do the groundwork to understand where your money is going so you can figure out where your wealth is headed in the future. So again, if you want access to this, it's going to be in the description for you. All you have to do is file, make a copy, and then you can begin editing. If you found value in the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Check out the link in the description for your own copy of the Google Sheet budget. Share this with somebody who you know could benefit from using a budget. And until the next one, remember to smile because you are beautiful. Peace.